What is up, everybody? It is your boy Farai. Thank you once again for tuning into another video, man. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're finally going to be doing a Farai vocal effect. What does that mean? I don't know. It really just means that whenever I have a certain project, sometimes I really like to have fun in it and just go all out, do every single trick that I can do, mega delays, every EQ trick I can think of. That's really what we're going to be doing today, so it should be pretty fun. Stick around. It's definitely my style of song, but I think that the way that I mix these types of songs can be universally, or the skills can be universally used on a different style of rap, for example. So, stick around. We're going to be learning some really cool stuff. And yeah, man, make sure to smash that like button. Shout out Notification Squad. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, because this is the best place to get your vocal mixing skills sharpened, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, if you're new, obviously check out the vocal recording course, vocal mixing course, as well as my vocal enhancer and the beat making template for all you producers and beat makers out there. Definitely worth it. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into the computer. Stick around, let's get it. Alrighty, now we're in the computer, man. We're gonna get to some mixing. I'm gonna play through a snippet of this track and then we will get straight to it, man. I will post this on SoundCloud for those interested, since I have the full mix here. But yeah, man, I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can in 20 minutes. Let's get it.
Yeah, all white band, same color like snow. Can't talk right now, got the money on the phone. Got the gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low, but she love me though. Yeah, we don't talk enough, I know. Said I'm working too hard, I know. So hard to change, spend so much time on my own. Yeah, I could never change, but I'll hold you down. Drip finesse all the pound, need them bands right now. Every day it's going down, talking tough and out of sound. He might fall on his neck, play the game just like chess. He a lame, no respect. I woke up so I'm blessed. Rockstar, get a check, on the quest, what's next? Cooling out, can't stress, don't sleep, can't rest. Fuck a whip, need a jet, it's a game, just a test. It's a game, just a test. All white band, same color like snow. Can't with me, yeah, they go where I go. Yeah, all white band, same color like snow. Can't talk right now, got the money on the phone. Got the gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low, but she love me though. Yeah, we don't talk enough, I know. Said I'm working too hard, I know. So hard to change, spend so much time on my own. Yeah, I could never change, but I'll hold you down.
Alrighty, there you go. That's pretty much the whole track right there. So yeah, man, we got some really cool elements to the song. I'm going to be focusing on the main vocals, obviously. So we have two sections, right? We have the hook section and we have the verse section. Okay, so those are two different parts. What differentiates them is not really so much on the mix, but more so on the different layers that we have on the hook. We really want to fill it out, but not too much. One thing, if you listen to a whole lot of punk records, you'll hear that the background melodies are not too prominent. So that's what I wanted to do with this track. I hope this camera doesn't die. I'm seeing the battery thing flashing, but yeah, man, pretty simple and sweet. We got our main vocals right here, so hook, and then all of our verses right there. They both go to the same channel, and then we have all of our doubles. So we'll sit a bit here and there on some of that stuff. So yeah, man, first off we have the hook.
Yeah, all white band, same color like snow. Can't talk right now, got the money on the phone. Got the gang with me.
So it's cool, but it definitely could use a bit of extra elements.
Yeah, all white band, same color like snow. Can't talk right now, got
very minimal, but yeah. So obviously some people like to know what the stuff sound, or what the vocals sound like without any effects on them. So what I'll do is I will just mute all of the doubles and that kind of thing, and then I will just turn off the compressor I have. I leave the auto tune and the noise gate on, and then I will just turn off this chain right here.
Yeah, all white band, same color like snow. Can't talk right now, got the money on the phone. Got the
so as you can see right there, it spikes sometimes, distorts here and there. Then it's just a bit boxy, just a bit, not shiny enough, right, to really be a main vocal, so once you turn it on.
Yeah, all white band, same color.
Well, Let's turn that compressor on.
Yeah, all white band, same color like snow. Can't talk right now.
It's a lot more detailed, a lot more angry sounding, and that's really what I want to get through in this track, to really get that aggression through. So yeah, man, let's just start off with the main vocals. So, you know, obviously we do auto-tune. At this point, man, I could like sing with auto-tune. It doesn't really sound like auto-tune that much. You know, you hear it kind of tearing. And I think that's the beautiful thing about auto-tune, is once you learn to use it on your voice, you can really start creating your sound per se. I know a lot of people want to find their sound. Just mess around with every, you know, type of plugin that you can. And, you know, hopefully something happens. You know, that's just the beauty of experimentation. So these are the settings I use. They will be subjective. You know, you can use your waves, tune, whatever you like in place of this if you don't have 8.1. So yeah, man. After that, instead of using my physical outboard compressor while recording, I realized that sometimes that might be a bit dangerous, because, you know, you might not be able to change that later on. I actually enjoy using the UAD 1176. Now you could use any other compressor that you like. The Waves SSL bus is also actually pretty cool to use as a opto style compressor, even though it's not really, it's a VCA type compressor, I think. But point is that you want to really just compress this. I like to record with this on. This is one of the few effects that I will record with on, and yeah, it just gets a really nice upfront sound and just does all the compression for you. So basically leveling is really the goal of any compressor. So yeah, man, once we do that, you know, we get a bit of color and tone as well out of there. So once we have our main vocals, we run them into our vocal chain. That's the way I like to mix. I like to have my auto-tune separate, you know, on every single track. That way, you know what I mean, we don't ever clash with auto-tune. So after that, man, what I do is I run de-esser. Okay, so I got a bit of a de-esser going on right there at like 3.9 or 2.9, is it? I don't know. And yeah, it just does some de-essing. Let's see just how much it is de-essing. Let's find a different track in the, or a different part in the song.
Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low, but she love me though. Yeah, we don't talk enough, I know.
So, you know, you saw that it was like minus 6 dB at max, minus 6.7 dB at max, you know, around there. Just does a nice little bit of kind of toning on the vocal, just to make sure that once we hit our plugins, we can do our treble boost without treble popping out. You know, I think that's what a de-esser has really helped me with. I know I've stopped using it for a while, but I think it benefits because then you can really boost a bit more on the treble without getting those strange spikes of kind of, you know what I mean, level going on. So yeah, man, after de-essing, I use a bit of RVox. Generally, I will start off by mixing the track with the RVox. So what I'll actually do is I'll just start compressing it, and from there on out, I'll start to add on my EQs and that kind of thing. But I love slapping RVox on there just so I can get that volume right, as well as just get that aggression right. I think that using these two compressors, or this type of compressor, and then an RVox or a Soundgoodizer you could also use, because it's also good at squashing, will really get you that upfront rap vocal sound. So I love using those two. Definitely, if I turn them off, you can kind of hear.
Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low, but
definitely louder. So if I turn it down.
Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low?
But it's too clean, you know what I mean? It almost doesn't sound like it's squashed. I want to really squash the vocal, you know?
Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low, but she...
And it also adds this like to it, you know what I mean? So definitely cool choice. You could also try the R compressor if you want something more subtle, I guess, if you're more going for a smoother style of rap. So from there on out, I do a bit of EQ. You can use any EQ you like. I really am enjoying using the 1081 style EQ. This is a Neve EQ. FreeVST uses, there's a plugin called the EQ1 or something like that, which is pretty cool. Definitely included in the FreeVST version, which does something similar. And all I really do is I do a high pass filter at 92. I do a bit of a treble boost at 10K, and then I do a reduction at 270 right there, and then I do again a low shelf cut at what is that, 180 or whatever it is. These plugins are so small on the screen. I got a different screen, and from far you can't really see what's going on. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what we have going on there. It just really helps tame the vocal if I turn that off.
Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low?
You know what I mean? It's like,
gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low?
That's cool and it's clean and stuff, but you know, once you add this, it sounds rock and roll to me, you know. So if you want something more clinical and clean, definitely go SSL when you EQing. But if you want something more like kind of just up front, you go UAD. You go Neve, my bad.
Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low?
So really cool, really, I wouldn't say creamy, I would say like more metallic sounding. But yeah, man. So after that, what I do is, since we can't really do any critical EQ, we can only do toning with this EQ. Now we do a bit of critical EQ, and then we do a bit of a high boost right here. We're not doing too much, you know, pretty much do a nice high boost. 5 dB is actually quite a lot. But really we focus on just cutting stuff we don't want, and then we do a bit of dynamic EQ just to kind of smooth out the lower bass of the track. So yeah, man, after that, finally got the CLA vocals. I've been wanting this plugin for quite a while, and Waves finally had a sale that worked for me. So yeah, I picked this up. And this is really nice, man. I quite enjoy using these two EQs. I've been seeing a lot of professional engineers actually enjoying using this. And you know, it's just simple, man. I don't know what sub is, but it is doing a reduction right there. And the sub frequencies really gives us that radio ready sound. So if there is one plugin you can buy, or two plugins, or a bundle and a plugin that you can buy from Waves, I would say get the CLA vocals and then get the Renaissance pack or the Waves Gold bundle. Definitely wait out for Easter. You know, weekend. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of sales going on. But yeah, I just use these three right here, man. The compression I also use right here. Push just really adds this like nasty upfront kind of Green Day sounding thing, and that's coming from CLA. He's the guy who mixed a lot of the Green Day records. And yeah, I kind of bypass these. I don't really use them. I actually use them over here, I think. Yeah, here I use it again, just to create a nice little kind of eventide sound. But yeah, man, that's what we do. EQ and then push. If I could tell you exactly what frequencies these were, I would. I will analyze them on my plugin doctor later on. But yeah, after that, man, what we do is these plugins I'm not really using. These are just for this bridge section over here. So as you can see, I've got this automation clip, which is actually, we'll just call this bridge, since I removed the meta flanger. But yeah, this just pops in over here.
All white pins and color like snow. Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go.
And really, those are these plugins right here. If I turn them off, obviously.
All white pins, same color like snow.
So that's fun and all, but it's not really that cool. So over here we use this. You can use any delay. I just wanted to use this H3000.
All white pins, same color like snow.
It adds this really cool, phasey sounding delay, and then after that we add in a distortion. I'm pretty sure this is a reverb first, right? So we got a reverb slamming on there.
All white pins, same color like snow.
And that just gives us a bit of air, okay? And then after that I do a bit of filter right here and drop the level just so the delay is not going too crazy. And then I use a mid flange. Actually, I was using a flange. But yeah, and then there you go.
All white pins, same color like snow. Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Yeah, all white pins, same color like snow. Can't talk right now.
And you know what I mean? Just adds a really cool dynamic in between the track. You know, you could just add, you know, a radio effect on there and be cool with it. I mean, if you really want to be boring with it, you could do this, you know.
All white pins, same color like snow. Gang with me, yeah, they go where I go.
And if you're wondering where that distortion is coming from, I will save this for a different video. I'll kind of show you how I get a really cool background distortion effect, how distortion should be done, you know what I mean? I think this is the way. If you're gonna get punk rap distortion, definitely cool, you know what I mean? So it's like
back old cups on blast, rockstar, get a check on the quest, what's next? Cooling out, can't stress.
Yeah, I'll probably do that video tomorrow or something. But yeah, man, so and then again on the last part I just use a bit of limiter just to really drop the level of the vocals. Sometimes the vocals end up a bit too loud, so this limiter really just helps kind of reduce the level and kind of tuck it away. So yeah, that's pretty much what we do on the main vocal chain. We got all these extra doubles and stuff. At this point you guys know, guys and girls know exactly what I do. This one I don't even think I'm using. I don't know why that's on there, but yeah, you know, doubler. Actually, I will talk about the doubler since that is kind of new, and this is the doubler effect right here.
Same color like snow. Got the money on the phone. Getting go where I go. But you love me though. We don't talk enough, I know. Said I'm working too hard, I know. So hard to change, spend so much time on my own. Yeah, I can never change, but I'll hold you down.
Just sounds like a really nasty, you know, the hard rock like metal guitar, something like that. You know, I just add distortion. I use some doubling just to give it that flangey sound, and then I EQ out the stuff I don't like, and then I compress the heck out of it. So as you can see, it just like holds it back, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much what we do. And then I just use this to use the stereo expander. I think that's a really cool plugin for a stereo widener. You can use the Waves X1, whatever you like. And then I just use a full CQ just to clean it up. And yeah, that's pretty much what we do on that. I think, are they two doublers? I don't know. This one.
Same color like snow.
I don't know where the second double is, to be honest. But yeah, you know, ad-lib, you know, we'll just kind of run through these real quick. What are we sitting on? 18 minutes. Yeah, this is just my common ad-lib. I'm not gonna really talk about this. Just compression, reverb, auto-tune, the same. Yeah, background vocals, I think we're not doing too. Oh, okay, there's our second double, I think. I know. Yeah, and that's just that intro part right there. And that's just pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much what we have going on, man. I will do a video. I have done a video hopefully by the time you watch this on the delay, so I won't cover that in this video. Definitely check out the previous video to this one if I upload correctly this week. But yeah, you know, background vocals, so here you go.
We don't talk enough, I know. Said I'm working too hard, I know. So hard to change, spend so much time on my own. Yeah, I could never change, but I'll hold you down.
And I kind of like just using these 3 plugins every time on the background vocals. It seems to work. I don't need to change what already works. But yeah, you could overcompress them if you'd like. You can do all sorts of interesting things. You could slam them, do whatever you like. But yeah, that's pretty much what I could show you in this track. On the beat as well, if you want to know how we're mixing the beat. We really want to get that beef out of the beat, you know what I mean?
All white band, same color.
No need to do any EQ on that or any console EQ on that, just kept it exactly the same. I just used the SSL to reduce the level of it because I don't like to record with a beat that already sounds mastered. So that's pretty much what I do. And then I just used a bit of EQ. This is quite an aggressive amount of EQ, but this really helps shape the beat. You know, at times you're going to get, see, that's why I need to use my beat making template, man, because that way you get that sound already. You know what I mean? So if I was to turn that off, you know what I mean? The 808 is kind of tubby sounding. There's not enough air in the track. And that treble, man, you know, that's why it's important. A lot of producers feel like, you know, there's too much treble in their track, but you definitely need to balance out the track, okay? Your song does not just need 808, because a lot of the times 808 is going to come out sounding a bit too tubby if there is no kind of treble going on in your song. So that really helps just spark up the track. Definitely makes it sound fuller. And then I use a bit of SSL EQ again on here. I quite like this waves one just for color, so I will use, as you can see, I'm using 2 different ones, doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm not doing any EQ really, I think. Why is this even on? Okay, yeah, just for 0.3 boost, and then some compression maybe, I don't know why this is on. But yeah, it does its thing. And then just a SPL transient designer, which I use to just poke out the hi-hats a bit more. So basically what a transient designer does is it just helps poke out any sort of sparky sounds out of the track. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I could show you in this track, man. CLA thingy, just that EQ going crazy into a harmonizer, and that really helps give us some wideness in the vocal. So
all white band, same color like snow. Can't talk right now, got the money on the phone. Got the gang with me, yeah, they go where I go. Why they hating on the low, but she love me though. Yeah, we don't talk enough, I know. Said I'm working too hard, I know. So hard to change, spend so much time on my own. Yeah, I could never change, but I'll hold you down. Drip finesse or the pound, need them bands right now. Every day it's going down, talking tough and not a sound. He might fall on his neck, play the.
See how important that treble is on the track. Actually, let me talk to you about the mastering, my bad, I forgot to do that. Should I do a separate video? This video is 22 minutes, it's pretty long. I'll do mastering as well on this track. But yeah, man, hopefully you enjoyed the video, man. Definitely check out the FLP if you're interested in copying it. And yeah, I'll check you out next time. Peace out.